Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast. We're live and direct tonight, man, on Thursday night, September the 25th, 2025, man. Great for you to be hanging out with us tonight, man. Before we get into anything, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bells for all the notifications, the wonderful notifications for this wonderful content. And those that are listening in the sound of my voice, you give us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-star review, 5-star review. Love us or hate us. Let us know how you feel. We appreciate those that are in the comments tonight, man. Make sure you jump in the comments. Tell us what you what's going on and what you think, man. We appreciate you. Let's meet the crew. D-Dubs, what's up, man? How are you tonight, sir?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Doing good. Thursday night, Sports Chasers Podcast, man. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be with us. What up?
Yeah, I see you got your Lions cap on there, man.
Oh, they put it on Monday night when we got off Monday night. Oh, I had to say, let me go up here in this closet, dust off this Lions hat. Started off right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you know, my team is already
Yeah. Settle us. Dan K, the hockey dude. What's up, Dan? How are you tonight, sir?
What's up, fellas? How's it going? The man of 1,000 caps.
Hey, man. Yo, well, shout out to Dan, man. Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been good, getting them bodies in the pool. We're up again 4. So looking forward to the rest of the season. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, man. You started off really hot already, man, huh?
I'm starting off already.
Yeah, Dan K 3 times. So he thinks. We'll see.
Hey, the auto draft killed me in the basketball poll.
Oh man,
I think I would have.
Hey, I got that.
I would have maybe done a little more damage in there, but hey, we got second.
Hey, it's all good.
We're still standing on the podium.
We got second, man. Yeah, you did, man. Shout out to all those in the comments. Shout out to my main man, Scott. Scott said he'll be back at 7:30, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. If my voice sounds crazy, it does. I'm on a little bit on the weather, but I'm here. We're making it do what it do. Let's go to the news. And this was the news. It's about 2 days ago, and this affected me and D-Dubs because we're both Giant fans. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to start off at, there's just so much to this. The New York Giants are turning the corner. They're betting big on rookie Jaxon Dart to bring energy, youth, and hope to a franchise star for a spark. With Dart at quarterback, this becomes more than a change. It's a reset. Again, I put that in there. So we're just digging this real deep. Let me a couple of talking points here. The Giants traded up to get Dart in the 2025 draft, signaling the view with him as a foundation piece. Despite mixed opinions entering the season, the Dart offers a chance for a fun era. He has dynamic play, youthful energy, and optimism. Russell Wilson was benched after an 0-3 start. The team is looking to pivot. So I'll just start off first. Russell Wilson, the first game, the Giants played against the Commanders. Giants O-line, I don't think nobody back there could do anything. I don't think that was all Russell's fault. And the Giants lost. The Giants can't they can't score in the red zone. That's just been their whole thing since this whole Ryan Dable and Joe Shane's regime. They can't score in the red zone, right? So they lose the game against the Commanders. All right. They should have beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys cornerbacks in their secondary is god awful. They got a lot of people hurt, just to put that in there, but they're not very good in the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Russell throws his unforgettable interception.
Forget.
It's just mind-boggling, right? So Giants lose that game at 0-2. All right, then the Giants come out with this uninspiring, the play calling. I just brought him up the other night. The play calling from our offensive coordinator.
Oh, Kafka.
Who used to be under Andy Reid.
Yeah, and he just got the Dable just gave him back the reins to start calling the plays again. So I thought they found the playbook against the Cowboys, but apparently everybody finds a good playbook against the Cowboys. Cowboys is not really good on the defensive side of the ball. But anyway, go ahead.
So the Giants, like I said, they uninspiring loss. The Giants kickers is always hurt for whatever reason, man. I don't understand.
During the season, it's just like during the game, just like as soon as you need him, he's hurt.
So we go pick up what's his name? Who I think the Falcons just cut. So
yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So the Giants go do that. What is mind-boggling? What I didn't like at first was I thought, okay, Russell was going to come in here, do his thing, but obviously Russell Wilson wasn't it, and they're benching him, and Dan has his little finger up. That's just the most frustrating thing. I thought this would have bridged the gap, and at first I was like, man, why are we throwing this kid in here to mess up and have some more malpractice on another kid?
Malpractice.
Yeah. Dan, go ahead. Dan, go ahead. You had your little finger up. Go ahead, Dan.
Well, like when they signed him, what did I tell you? I said, it's pointless, right? You already had the audition with Russell with a bad offensive line. You knew, and bad play calling, but you knew what you were getting. Like he had a fabulous game against Cowboys, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he can't move like he used to. He'll have that oopsie every now and then, a fumble or a pick or whatever, to damage the team. And I don't know what you guys expected, but when they signed him, I'd be like, okay, you're best of 500 team, because he's not going to be the guy. Like it's almost to the point where, you don't have it anymore, man. Just hang him up, retire, do whatever. Because right now, you guys are witnessing firsthand every week that you turn on the TV on Sunday and watch your team. Like Scadaboo's been playing good, but here's the true litmus test of why it's not the quarterback position that's your problem. Danny Dimes. Yeah, it was all his fault. He went to a team that actually can block in front of him. What's he doing? He looks like an MVP or an All-Pro.
I mean, good point. But this is again, that's something that we knew this about the Giants' offensive line. That's why I wasn't,
that's my point.
It's been a problem for years.
Russell wasn't going to be your fix that. The line's still terrible.
Still.
And the play calling's terrible.
Still.
So you might as well give the kid a chance and let him play with a little more mobility, probably a lot faster, and see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not.
Because, what you're doing right now is not working, and it's not going to work long term.
No.
So you give the kid the reps, give him the experience, and let him figure it out.
I think you make a good point. Booger McFarland was on Dan Patrick the other day, and at first I was like, man, why are we going to start this kid? And Booger McFarland said, hey man, sometimes you're going to bump your head at some time. He says, yo, the kid will be all right. He says he'll be all right. And Dan, you just said it too. Hey, sometimes the reset is necessary. Russell Wilson's not your future. Jameis is not your future.
But here's the thing, Kev. I don't think Giants fans thought that they was the future. We already knew. We signed Russell for a year. We already knew that it was a year thing.
Just to hold him down.
Just to hold him down. And I'm fine with that if you don't want to throw the kid in there because listen, and Dan, to you, listen, I understand because every team thinks man, it's gonna be my team that's gonna get them right. Y'all Pittsburgh picked them up last year. Y'all thought you might have had something. Y'all had them, and
no bueno.
Yeah, it just didn't work out. He played good for the first half of the season. Then he fizzled out.
That's what I'm saying. He was hurt for the first 6 weeks, and Fields was playing good and getting us wins. So why they decided to pull Fields to play him made no sense to me.
Again, that's going on his name cachet, right? I just thinking that his name has cachet from, and this is what New York fans is thinking. Hey, we got Russell Wilson. That should be good. He should be decent enough to get us some wins. But then when you see him against, so with a combination of him on the decline, and then you got offensive line is bad, play calling is bad. You got 3 things against you already off the rip. So it's a bad combination. So I don't. Getting back to that, my point with Kev, I don't think we thought that he was going to be the future. James is not the future. The kid was put to number 2 for a reason. They thought something about him to be a number 2 behind Russell. So at this point, after seeing what Russell did on Sunday, it was a no-brainer to me to go ahead and make the move. We talked about it on Monday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
so who do you guys have this week?
We have
that was part of my problem too.
The Chargers coming in. We got the Chargers this weekend. So it's a tough game. Listen, if you expect anything higher, then you're crazy. You're a fool if you think that this kid is gonna come in here, and I say keep your expectations low. And then if it pans out to be something, all well and good. But I think you're crazy to think that this kid is gonna come in here and just suspect that he's not gonna light it up.
Again, I was saying at first, I was like, man, why don't we just wait till we play the Saints, where it can be kind of an equal on equal thing. Both teams are not going nowhere this year.
But what you waiting for? Then your next week is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no easy spot for this kid, man. You gotta throw. Kev, I told you in the text, right? Listen, man.
Yeah.
Domestic comes out, somebody got to go.
Yeah, you're right.
The kid got to go. That's all we got on the road.
Yeah,
hopefully, somebody with veteran leadership and presence comes in and back them up, or whatever the case is.
But here's my problem, though, and I stated it in the opening: the play calling by this coaching staff, this thing is not right, man. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I thought this guy was supposed to be the offensive guru, and it just looks very vanilla.
Yo, we've been scammed.
Well, I mean, you got to think of it too. If your quarterback doesn't have any time, you can't run some stuff because he doesn't have the time to hold the ball that long.
Thank you, Dan. And this is the same thing with my same thing where everybody was jumping out the window about Saquon Barkley. Why? Listen, man. Listen, I think we did the kid a favor.
Mm-hmm.
No, do I want him to go? No, of course not. But running behind that, I mean, come on, man.
He knew. Why do you think he left?
Of course he knew.
He's like, there ain't no way I'm getting 1,000 yards, even in 17 games with this offensive line. I need to bounce.
But the audacity of the Giants to play hardball with this guy, like
the audacity, right?
Yeah. Come on.
You should have gave him the moon and more if you really wanted him.
Well, it doesn't make no sense. There's nobody to block for him, so I'm glad.
I mean, first, they didn't do their job.
Yeah,
they didn't do their job. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
I want to know who your offensive line coach is, or the supposed offensive line coach, because these kids aren't getting coached up.
Kev,
or it's not working.
Yeah, it's not working. You got that Dayball. Let me see if that works. If he can hear.
I didn't get it today.
Let me see.
So in terms of the quarterback situation, I met both with Russ yesterday
and
Jaxon privately, and Russ was nothing but a pro, which I would expect him to be. It's my decision. I'm going with Jaxon. We're going to get him ready to play this week and the remainder of the season. He's going to do everything he can. Russ will be the backup. It's my decision, and we're going with Jaxon. So in terms,
well, it's his decision.
He said it. Yeah, I mean,
decision. So hey, I don't think he had any choice. He had choices, but at this time he's trying to save his job.
Yeah, but this is absolutely he's trying to save that. Shout out to VLAC in the comments, and Mom, thank you in the comments. No, he definitely trying to save their job, man, and because they was given like an extension last time, right, so to speak. It was like, hey, all right, new slate, get a new quarterback. It was Daniel Jones or whatever. I'm not saying it was Daniel Jones, but whatever it was. And now we give you this and get that. Dan, you make a good point, and I said it on Monday how Daniel Jones, hey, he has an offensive line to block for him out there in Indianapolis.
Makes a difference.
Jonathan Taylor's running the ball.
Yeah.
You got some time to do some play action and stuff like that. Wonderful things can happen. Indiana is like 3-0. Who's a bum?
He's saying Daniel Jones. But remember, he loves Bryce Harper, Bryce Young, so we'll let him pass on that.
Oh,
I'm not going to call it.
I mean, listen, again, it's 3 games.
Yeah, relax.
It's 3 games. So, at that, Daniel Jones is playing well, but, we'll see.
Yeah. Hey, Ashton Genting, is he a bust after 3 games?
Don't get me
started. I think we're talking the same problem.
No, there you go.
There you go, Dan. There you go. No line.
If there's no holes, you can't run.
I mean, what you expect that kid to do, man?
I mean, some people, they have better football pedigree than us.
I mean, the hole opens up and it closes very quickly. He can't get in and out. Come on, man. I mean, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's, I know it's good. I know the hot takes is nice, man, but
your owner is one. Cut it out. Don't fight.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Shots fired.
Shots fired?
I mean, the Panther fans need to be quiet, man. Please.
Taking cover.
Taking cover? Oh.
What is this?
Taking cover, man. Hey, you got that John Morant.
Hey, speaking of Panther fans, hey, what's his name? Steve. What's his name? What's the Panthers receiver? What's his name? Steve.
Smith.
Steve Smith. He said, hey, y'all ain't no good anyway, Panther fans, man. Y'all just poo-poo on the players anyway.
Yeah.
Who had the Carolina Panthers shutting out Atlanta on their bingo card? Absolutely no one.
Nobody.
No. Nobody. No. I've read somewhere where the Panthers, they're what was that? I said they have never had consecutive winning seasons back to back. That is hard to believe. Panthers came into existence when 94?
95, I think 95.
Yeah, 95. I remember when they played down there in Clemson their first year. I was like, wow, they've never had back-to-back winning seasons. Okay, that's it about the Panthers. D-Dubs, what we got? We got the Thursday night game. Go ahead.
Night game. We got Seattle Seahawks versus Cardinals. After second thought, I say this should be a pretty good game. Both teams are 2-1. Going in, the battle in the NFC West. So I'm still not a real believer in Arizona and Kyler Murray. I think, like I said, I think this year for him is an important year for him. Mm-hmm. I think, what I'm saying, as far as to take that team to the next level or get to a level of consistency and, with the Seattle team, they are, with the addition to, what's the name? Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Sam Darnold and, you got Cooper Kupp over there. And defense is playing pretty good. We shall see. This should be a pretty good game. Should be starting in here in the next hour or so, 8:15.
Yeah.
8:15 start. So, it should be a pretty good game tonight. So I think anyway, because last week we had the other night and it didn't pan out that good. looked good on paper, but it didn't look that good, yo. But we'll see what we got. I said maybe it just might be Thursday nights, man. Thursday night.
Hey, somebody got the memo. We're back to our usual programming.
Yeah, definitely.
They both might be 2-1, but
yeah. But yeah, I was like, the game where we had Washington and what was that? Green Bay, was it?
Yeah.
Last, and I thought that was going to be pretty good, but pan out that it's just another Thursday night. They said Thursday night stinker, man. So I'm kind of believing it's not the teams. I think it's just this Thursday night thing, man.
It's a short week.
Short week, pushing these guys to come back right away. Yes, Dan. Go ahead.
Player safety.
That's a lie.
Only when they're getting sued.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So yeah, I don't have much on this game either. I think Seattle should win this game. Seattle.
Yeah, I took Seattle too. I think.
Yeah. So, but the other games we'll go over. We won't. I'll go over them because I know these guys are super competitive. They don't want to give up their things. So we'll just do a little overview for the rest of the show. Let me go to the.
Y'all, Kev, I do go out on a limb sometimes. I don't just take the percentage point. I just sometimes you gotta go out on a limb a little bit.
It's just like poker, man. Sometimes you
got to bluff.
Yeah, you got to bluff.
At no point did I think the Carolina Panthers was going to score 30 points and shut out
or even win.
Yeah, or win the game. Yes,
Penix looks so bad, and I swear to God, every time he threw a pass, he threw it sidearm.
Hey, hold on a second.
Nothing was from over the top.
Hey, V-Mac, you ain't say the word. I'll send you the link. You ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing.
You want to cam up? Come on.
You want to have 5 minutes about your team? Your team, yeah. The Panthers ain't been nothing. I said it.
They win one.
I try not to swear.
The pom-poms are coming out. All right.
Yeah, I'm just a realist when it comes to my squad. The Giants are awful, man, and I'm calling out the team.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to, man.
Yeah, man. So, you ain't saying another word. I got your email. I sent it to you. So, where was we at? Go ahead.
Oh, you going on to your next you gotta stop reading the comments. You going on to your next segment there.
Oh yeah, I was.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say what have the Giants, what have the Panthers done?
Yo, come on, man. This is not even a discussion. Why are we stupid down to the levels?
This is like who's better? The Pirates or the A's?
Yeah.
I mean, really, who cares?
Yeah.
They're both terrible.
Right now, we are terrible. Yes, we are, but we do got chips behind our name. We got that.
Oh, you see these unis for the Cardinals?
Say it again.
You see the unis the Cardinals are wearing?
What they got going on?
It's kind of like a throwback. Like it's probably still the throwback stuff, but they got like a white helmet with like almost a matte red cardinal on it, and it looks like they got like paint splatter on the jerseys and the pants.
Oh, really? No,
yeah, and it really don't look that bad.
Really? Okay. That's good.
Doing some talking right now, but go ahead.
No, I'm good. We're going to the next one. Where was I at there? We talked about Jaxon Dart. Okay. Let's move on to the next news. I'll deal with Lackey here in a second there. MLB. They have went to Robot Umpires. Too bad DA's not on here tonight. They get the green light, and this is from CBS Sports from Mike Aviza. Aziza. He says here, ladies and gentlemen, the game of baseball is evolving again in 2026. They'll officially be robot umpires and challenge-based systems. The league has struck a balance where keep umpires, but will have a tech. But with a tech safety net. It's a hybrid moment. Tradition meets innovation. MLB competition committee has approved a automated balls and strikes challenge system to begin in 2026. The 11-person committee includes 6 owners, 4 players, and 1 umpire. Rather than fully replacing umpires, it's a hybrid model. Human umpires still call every strike pitch, Each team has 2 appeals per game in the challenge. A ball strike called via the ABS system. And this is not for your car either. If the challenge is upheld, the team retains the appeal, kind of like football, right? Only pitchers and catchers, hitter can challenge. No manager or coach challenges. Oh, that's very interesting.
Only pitchers and who?
The catcher and batter.
Yeah, only people right there in that frame.
Either the pitcher or the batter has to call. Believe it's the old 5-0 signal on a motorcycle, tap of the head, that you want it reviewed.
Okay.
ABC operates via Hawkeye. There go Hawkeye again in technology for sports. Shout out to Hawkeye.
Getting paid, man. I got to check that out. See what's going on.
To define the strike zone. Strike zone is calibrated per batter. Makes sense to me, right? It's always supposed to be between
knees and letters.
Yep. MLB has used ABS in spring all-star games and minor league games. The new collective bargaining agreement includes provisions for ABS. The committee is able to enact rule changes with 45 days notice to the players.
I just wanted to address Mr. Bristol in the comments. Mr. Hernandez is no longer a MLB umpire. He already got his slip.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel Hernandez, he retired. Yeah.
Yeah, because they would be every pitch.
Would you say every pitch?
Every pitch.
Go ahead, Dan. What else you got on that?
Well, no, I saw. What was his name? The dude that does baseball for ESPN. He's like the insider. Passon, is it Jeff Passon?
Jeff Passon, yeah.
I saw a tweet from him, and he said it was something to the effect 1,000 missed calls in the last week in Major League Baseball, and he had like a little video highlight of where obviously the umpire had to get home before a certain time because everything was strike. Yeah. And it's about time, right?
Like the fast count.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's why not get the call right? And eventually you're just going to have the home plate umpire back there in case there's a play to play and hand the pitcher baseballs. At some point, this thing is going to go automatic. Because why not? Like, if it's accurate, it's going to be more accurate than some of these umpires. So if you know the computer says it's a strike, you know it's a strike. It was in that zone. And, some of these plays where, they call it a ball when it's actually a strike, will change the outcome of game instead of a walk. They're sitting on the bench with an extra out. To me, it just makes sense. Like we said with football, put a chip in the football so we know if it crossed the line or not, or if they got a first down or not. I mean, the technology's there. Why are we messing around? And
I agree.
Letting humans pretty much, miss calls and affect the outcome of games.
Right.
Especially now that every major sports organization, whether it's the NFL, the NHL, baseball, basketball, they're all got some sort of betting company. So why not get everything right and not let human error influence a game or betting? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
I work hard for that $2 bet.
Owned by Sony, if anybody cared, I had to look it up real quick.
Michael, I said the ump would still be back there handing out baseballs and calling the play at the plate. So he'd still be there to kick dirt on too.
Mm-hmm.
I think long overdue. They should have did this.
Yeah, Angel would have been gone long ago.
Oh yeah. I think, the main concern is people, and I know what you're saying, Dan, umpires will still be there. People, but people, as we get into this more technology world, people get, where the jobs, they start thinking, where the jobs are going, nobody's going to have a job. I mean, it is.
I mean, like I said, he's still going to be there.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to give the pitcher baseballs when they get foul balls or, they throw it in the dirt or whatever. Like, to me, like baseball is wild now because it's like every single play, pitch, whatever, it seems like they're chucking a baseball out. Like they must go through like 300 baseballs a game.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Back in the day, if it hit the dirt, it just threw it back to the pitcher.
Threw it back.
Oh no, not now.
That's what I'm saying. You want the baseball to be pristine, but yet you still want human error behind the plate, calling an obvious ball a strike or a strike.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I mean,
that kind of thing. It makes no sense to me.
If we could get it right, let's get it right. So hey, it works in tennis. Why tennis like to get it right?
Tennis gets it right
some time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know what the whining and what the fuss is for.
But here's the thing. Long overdue. Yeah. I just think people still want that human element. They don't want this to be the Jetsons, so to speak, where
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm more traditional. Like, I don't like change to any sport. When they, like this kickoff in the NFL, I think it's dumb. But I don't make the rules. I don't, do player safety or studies.
I think it's dumb too because college is still continuing.
Yeah, they still
I don't understand. I don't really get it. You would think that it would be reversed, like they'll do it in college, and then not do it in the NFL. But
yeah, because usually they do it at lower level.
Correct.
Correct. Not the professional league. It's always a little bit lower.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you would think that they'd be doing this in college, but no, they're like, you know what? Go ahead, run 50 yards and smash somebody.
Yeah.
Let me go on to the next story here. This story was from a couple weeks ago, and there's a reason why I'm reading it. And it's a little bit talks about sports and business. Big news out of Denver. This is about September 9th, and this is from CBS Sports from Will Backus. And the Broncos have revealed plans to build a retractable roof stadium at a new site dubbed Burnham Yards, with the bold goal of opening by 2031. What's especially intriguing is that the project will be privately funded under the Walter Pennant ownership group, signaling serious ambition and confidence in the franchise future in Colorado. It is a move that should reshape not only where the Broncos play, but how they integrate into the community around them. So some of the key highlights is the Broncos propose a fully retractable roof stadium, replacing their current open-air setup. Some of the time and funding target date is for NFL season 2031 to be completed. This is hooray for them. Hold on, let me give them some applause. Privately funded. No kind of municipal funds. They're gonna pay for the whole stadium as they should.
That's fantastic.
I mean, if you can, why not? Because then you get all the revenue, parking, everything,
right? And don't put that on the people in the city. This is your team, right? The current home is in Powell Field at Mile High, open air, which replaced the first Mile High in use since 2001. The team has already invested more than $100 million in upgrades since 2023. The plan includes partnering with Denver's mayor, Colorado's governor, and the surrounding neighborhoods to not only build a stadium, but a community or mixed use district around it. The team frames the venture in language of humility, respect, and shared commitment to the city. So, yes, and the reason why I read this, so Denver's a open air stadium, right? The Broncos play in cold weather, and if you notice, some of the other ventures, the Commanders, they're moving back to the district, and that looks like that's going to be a I forgot if it's retractable roof or it's going to be closed. Do you think? I know why they're doing this. I know why they're doing the retractable roof thing.
We all do.
They want this to be a 365-day
Jerry's World.
Yeah, they want this to be. Yeah, they want the NCAA. They want the Beyonce concert in January. They want all of that, and I get it. Do you?
So what's the most important thing they want? They want to be able to host a Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is why Denver's doing
Brazil,
it.
But
this is where I think Buffalo dropped the ball.
100%.
Hey, you want to play the football games with it open? By all means, do it. But at least have the roof on so you can hold the Super Bowl. You can have concerts and whatever else you want to do during the winter at this facility.
I mean, they might as well.
You're paying that much money for
They
it.
fleeced the state for $800 million, so they should have been able to kick in the rest.
That's what I'm saying. Like the public's paid for it. Well, put a roof on the damn thing. So
I mean, at least Denver they paying for it. Owners paying for their stuff.
Nope, they fleeced the people in New York.
New York, y'all crazy.
Y'all crazy.
That is the exact reason why they're doing it, so they can host a Super Bowl, and all the money that comes with that, hotels, restaurants, everything.
Yeah, the Super Bowl, and like I said, other events like the NCAAs and all that stuff. And my thing is, I guess, are we moving away from an era where, there won't be a lot of outdoor, snow games and stuff like that, like how we used to grow up watching.
Yeah, well,
I think those areas will still have the roof open for football. I just think it's going to be the other stuff, the ability to do concerts, sporting events and all that other. Like, think of it this way. If they build this thing with a retractable roof and you want to have, say, I don't know, the NCAA, Final Four, you could do that there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it opens the opportunity for so many other events that you could host, sporting wise, music wise, anything else you want to do. So that's why I said Buffalo dropped the ball, because all these other things you left on the table to bring money into your community that you charged to build this thing. And if you want to play outside, so be it. Open the roof. Not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I done got older. I don't want to be outside.
Or I had my share of being outside. Yeah, I'm over that.
That's why nobody's moving back north.
Yeah,
nobody's shoveling snow.
I'm done. I'm so done with that. I'm good. I'm good with that. But Kev, the play is, the how you say our era. Yeah, it was, being outside, and it was, you felt like you was with the team, the elements and all that stuff. Now is totally different, and the industry is different. It's sports and entertainment. They're trying to get everything.
That's a great point you made.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and kudos, and this all, I know they don't want to give the man the credit, but this all started from Vince McMahon's idea, and how he has brought this whole thing, and they'll take that. Now the new guys are taking it to the next level, but this is his vision. This is what his thing was, and they shut that man out for a long time. And
the modern day Barnum and Bailey.
Modern day Barnum and Bailey, yes,
the freak show,
and it was, and he had him on the road every day. But this is a thing. This is how do we? He sat down. How do we get this money? How do we get all? Yeah, put the roof up there, and they have done it. And this is what sports has become. And now, if you really look at it, every major sports league is adapted. Like, we're trying to get everything. Leave every piece of dollars on the table. We're trying to get it off. So
the Browns, who's the reason that's why the first version of the Browns left and went to Baltimore. They're talking about building a stadium in the suburb just right there near the airport, and they're talking about putting a roof on top of that stadium.
I can absolutely tell you, in November, I went to a game way back in the day when I was in high school. So,
Oh, little Dan.
Yeah. Probably before a lot of our listeners were born. But anyway, I went and saw Cleveland play Houston in Municipal Stadium. And
went to the
dude, I was frozen solid by kickoff.
Stadium. Oh, yeah.
they had the wind coming off Lake Erie, I was like, oh my God. Like it literally the whole car ride home, like it was, back to Pittsburgh is probably like 141 miles or something like that. But man, I was still frozen solid with the heat in the car on. I was like, I'm never going to get warm. It was crazy. So, but I would assume that they're going to do the same thing where they're going to leave that thing open when they play football.
Yeah.
Because that's, especially if you're playing like a West Coast team, where, California team where it's 80 degrees all year round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. We're going to play some snow.
I don't think so, Dan, because if you look at Indianapolis, right, they have it open in the beginning of the year, but when the year gets, they don't have it open. That thing be closed. So I don't know. I think, like, I agree with D-Dubs. I said these teams are getting smarter, and it's like, hey, we want all of the sports and entertainment. So, yeah, different. Me and D-Dubs, we want to wander down memory lane. Me and him went to a game at the Old Meadowlands. Lawrence Taylor's last game.
Yeah, playoff game.
Minnesota, it was a wild card playoff game. Giants wound up winning that game 27-10.
But Rodney Hampton had a hell of a game. So shout out to Rodney Hampton, wherever he may be at this time.
The ride home through the Lincoln Tunnel.
It was cold. Man, it was cold, man. And then the night before it had snow. And then I had no idea about how they cleaned off shit, right? We had to clean our own seats off. I didn't know. I had no idea that we were supposed to do this shit. And it was frozen. I mean, like, it was like you had to, like, chip away to get into just to sit down in the seat. But it was so damn cold, man. Everything you had. It was cold as hell, man. And yeah, I totally understand what you're talking about, being like frozen. He felt frozen.
Yeah. Now you know why a bunch of the fans are as crazy as they are, because they were taking Jim, Jack, and everybody else.
Yeah.
In a flask to keep warm.
Yeah. Shout out to and I'll never forget my old boss, Bob Shulman. If you're listening, Bob, thank you, man. He said, I'm not going to sit down. You want to go? He was a season ticket holder. He knew what time it was. He was. He was older. He was older. He said, "2 tickets. You boys go ahead and enjoy." We sure did. It was like, "Oh yeah, we're going to the Meadowlands." I'm like, and then we got there, like you said, D. It snowed the night before, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I was like,
it froze up. Like some of the stuff was frozen. You got frozen ice. It was snow. I mean, it was like a mess.
Yeah, we actually probably stayed in the car for about an hour before we actually moved. So it was cold, man. It definitely was cold. But yeah, sports and entertainment now, I guess you ain't gonna have to do the football. Everything's gonna be played in a controlled climate, and it won't be no I guess no need for the elements.
Yeah, and the older you get, the better it is. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Yeah, you young kids, yeah, y'all want to you're getting really good luxury seating now, man. I mean, shoot, to stay outside in that cold, man, please. I'm okay with it. I'm good.
Yeah, even in the hot.
Yeah, even in the hot, man. Especially shout out to Miami, Florida, the Miami,
the Marlins.
The Marlins. Yeah, shout out to them. They got a really super nice stadium, man, and yeah.
Yeah. We came down there. Yeah, we came down there. Yeah, it was all in the air conditioning. He was like, "Ooh, this is nice. It's 98,
75,
and nice and cool in here in Lone Depot Park." Let me go to the next article here. A little golf here, the Ryder Cup, and there's been some little controversy with this. And as the Ryder Cup kicks off this week, the drama is playing out of the course just as much as on it. From stipend controversies to presidential visits, the question isn't just who wins or loses, but who controls the narrative around money, patriotism, and spectacle in sports. So there's been some beef this week. The Ryder Cup begins amid a usually charged backdrop, money, pride, and points. The U.S. team members are being paid a stipend of $200,000 for their participation, which sparked some controversy and internal pushback. Some American players say the money will go to charity. European captain Luke Donald emphasized that the Ryder Cup should be about national pride and legacy, not about prize money or world ranking points. President Donald Trump is expected to attend Friday, opening round, creating elevated security, heightened security. Some U.S. players have expressed excitement about his presence. But there's been, like I said, there's been beef about this stipend and how this is supposed to be. If anybody's seen or watched the Ryder Cup, any golfers out there, this is that one time a year where they really get into it when it comes to, I guess, to national pride and things of that nature. And it was like, hey, why are you taking the money? And these guys are saying, well, no, the money's going to charity, man. So Dan's a golfer. Your thoughts on the Ryder Cup?
I just saw a little bit of highlights or whatever. And apparently they're doing the celebrity thing.
Yes.
Today.
Mm-hmm.
And is it Peyton or Eli it's playing?
I'm not sure.
It might be Peyton because I want to say he hit a house on the golf course.
Yeah.
But, the Ryder Cup to me is always fun because, you got all these guys, you got the live golfers, you got the PGA golfers, yada, yada, yada. But then you mix it up where it's international versus USA. So it's always, entertaining when they have this. And, probably sometime over the weekend, hopefully I can catch a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is, especially, I'm trying to think where they're playing too. Because I saw a thing where they posted what the booze prices was for the thing. Like a Bud Light is like $17, a 16-ounce Bud Light.
Holy
Jesus!
And then they had like below it, they had some cocktails or whatever, and they were like the same price as like a Bud Light. And I was like, you got to be kidding me!
Oh my goodness! Okay.
Yeah, it's like a car payment to get drunk. I mean, what are we doing?
They are playing up there in New York and Bethpage. So
yeah, that's it, Bethpage. Yeah.
Oh,
but truly, if you get anybody gets a chance, just watch a few holes or whatever, because it is like that. Because I can't remember how they do it, but I know it's like a format where some days it's like team play,
mm-hmm.
and then they do individual 1v1s or whatever. I think there's like multiple different scoring systems each day. But yeah, like I said, it's always a good time.
I pulled up something here, Dan. It said, jokes aside, perhaps the best break the PGA American pulled when it comes to monitoring the fans here for the Ryder Cup, 15 pint of Michelob Ultra Light and Bud Light. It's going to run you close to $19 plus tax and cents.
You better load up before you get there, brother. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you better get hammered in the parking lot.
Yeah. Ain't no way in the world. $19. What? Stop.
Hold on. And this is from Front Office Sports. With general admission tickets on Friday through Sunday costing $750 at face value. At face value. Yep.
So did you say $750?
$750. I said what I said, sir. Yes, I did.
Golly.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Standard beer and wine options mostly start at $15 with transfusion and other golf themed cocktails ranging between $17.50 and $19.50. Specialty cocktails from Ryder Cup sponsors like the Elijah Craig Bourbon and Tito's Vodka are selling for $19.50. I got a bottle right here. I should just be drink. Brut champagne and Moet and Moet is going for $22 a glass, while mimosa is going to cost you $29. I should just make a mimosa right now, just on GP. Jeez.
Yeah.
And the glass is probably not even bigger than this Gatorade bottle.
Oh no, that's funny.
Yes, a little tiny shot thing, man. So,
yo, man, hey, y'all love it. Y'all like it. I love it.
Yeah, we are no longer the defenders of the fans. No.
I mean, this is what they said. This is for charity, man.
Oh, I guess.
For charity.
I guess. Let me move on to the next article here. All right. Big shift in team ownerships are becoming as much part of the NFL's future as on-field starts. Today, moves by the Patriots not only raises their valuation, but signals how private capital is rewriting the league's DNA. The New England Patriots are selling an 8% minority stake in the franchise at a valuation exceeding $9 billion. Sixth Street is acquiring 3%. Dean Metropolis, a Greek American billionaire, is buying 5%. These deals must still pass by approval by the NFL. This makes the Patriots the fourth NFL team to bring in a private equity investor since the league approved minority private ownership, PE ownership, since last year. The deal caps are set under league rules. Says that's max 10%. Max 10% total private equity stake per team. If multiple firms invest, combined stakes can't exceed 10%. So the Bills and Chargers, they have 10% sold to it says to Arcos Partners, the Dolphins 10% to Arcs Management, the Giants have 10% to Juba Koch and family. The 49ers got some stake. So I guess this is a new thing. Sixth Street is already a heavyweight in sports investing, holding stakes in the NBA Celtics and Spurs, MLB Giants, soccer Real Madrid and Barcelona, and owns a majority of the Bay FC and the NWSL. I think we talked to one of my main dudes that owns the New York squad from that thing. The Patriots intended to use the capital from these sales to reinvest in their team while retaining operational control under the current Kraft family. I didn't even know that they started doing this stuff, and I guess doing this just to yes. So
yep, get the money they can get.
So it looks like they can't go above 10. Was it 10%? They said so. I don't know. We'll see. Your thoughts, Dan, before we move on.
I didn't know they were doing it, but it doesn't surprise me. Like you said, you sell whatever you can to get that money back in. You know, upgrade your stadium or whatever, where you're not really having to pay out of pocket, or upgrade your team.
Yeah, definitely got that. So I guess other teams are doing it. I didn't even know the Giants did it, man. Giants hopefully can do some other things around.
Yeah, they need to put that money into offensive line use.
Yes, true that, man. So we'll move on. Dan, anything in the world of hockey before we move on to baseball real quick? I got you.
I mean, not a whole lot. Like preseason starting, they got a lot of guys in camp. So most of these games, you got a couple, NHLers playing each game, but for the most part, it's, your rookies and AHL guys, guys you're trying to get, some tape on and see how they're doing and that kind of thing. So, yeah, was it Barkov? I saw where he injured a leg today in practice. They really haven't said how bad it was. They'll know more tomorrow. But, I saw Patrick Wald had an interview. I believe he's coaching the Islanders now, but he was real impressed with the number one pick, is it Schaefer or Shafley? I can't remember. But he literally from like the red line in caught this dude and gave the old stick lift and poked the puck to the corner to break up a breakaway. So, looking forward to it, waiting for this preseason stuff to get over with. I would, like to see regular season games again, but we're on the horizon. Couple weeks.
Got that right. We're on the horizon with NHL hockey. Let me move on to Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball. Hey, if you're a Met fan, boy, you got to be sick to your stomach. Yankees clinched their way to the playoffs a couple of days ago. They're trying to beat out the Blue Jays for the American League East. If you're a Detroit Tiger fan, you're even sicker.
Yeah.
You got a 15.5 game lead from early July. And you let my dad's Cleveland Guardians catch up to you, and the Guardians have beat them twice. Did they win today?
The game starts 6:40 today, so they're still playing.
So the Guardians have just won 2 in a row. They're up 1 game over the Tigers. The Tigers have not played. So let me get to the Mets.
Bottom of the 5th, I think it's 4-1 Detroit right now.
Okay, so Detroit, something woke them up, man. Mets. The Mets have. I think I read something. Jeff Passan. The Mets have been in a playoff spot for, how can I say, since April, holding on to a playoff spot, and they let the Reds catch them. So everybody lost last night. I think the Reds lost last night. The Mets lost last night.
Did.
And who else has got that other wild card spot? I want to say,
Is it the Cubbies?
Cubs won. Yeah, well, I think the Cubs.
No, the Cubs beat the Mets, but
They're in. Yeah, they're in.
teams vying for that last playoff spot. If somebody can pull it up for me real quick as I talk. But
Arizona, isn't it?
yeah, Arizona's. Yes, it's the Diamondbacks. So, and the Mets.
The Mets are winning right now, 2-0 right now as we speak. Okay.
The Mets had their opportunities, and as Mike Mills, our resident Met fan, Mets never addressed the pitching issue, and Mets have been struggling, man. Mets have been struggling. Dead man walking around there in Queens and Flushing. So, but you know what though? I love it because it makes for very interesting baseball. This
down the stretch.
Down the stretch, and this, as I was telling Mills, I say, hey, man, y'all playing playoff baseball now. Everything counts.
Yeah,
That'll do them well if they make it. They'll already be in that mode.
Well, that's the thing about baseball, right? We have seen that in, I guess, the last 10 or 15 years, right? Where,
catch fire. Detroit did it a couple years ago and caught fire right at the pretty much right time.
Yeah,
late in the season. Go ahead.
For the team that also who might get the bye, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a momentum staller. Baseball, because they play all the time, man. So if you out, you ain't playing 5 days, man. Sometimes some teams just want to keep playing. So it's just what it is, man. But yeah, it's very interesting down the stretch. The Mets, this will be very colossal if they do not make the playoffs, and you know who they're gonna blame. But it's not his fault though. But that's who they're gonna blame, and the payroll.
Yo, dog, I don't care. Yo, it's not his fault. But I'm looking at that bread that they slid on the table, man, and he took it.
So you saying that he's being, this is an Uncle Ben moment? What's foul gets much responsibility?
Yo, $700 million, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You can say it's not his fault. Yeah, that's fine. That sounds great.
I mean, but he ain't pitching, dog.
But you dropping balls, you doing all this other stuff. I mean, come on, dog. There should be no drops on 700 million. There should be no drops. There should be a home run hit every game.
Oh yeah, he did a pirouette. Was that the other night in Wrigley against?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I'm too hard. Yeah, that. He's a human being. Yeah, okay, that sounds great. 700 million to a regular person. 700 million, man. We don't want to hear nothing. Nobody want to hear nothing, man. But
Yeah. Oof, you hard customer, boy. I tell you, boy.
All right, man.
Yeah, you got to do something to getting that kind of money.
See, go ahead, Dan. I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying to be a hard ass on Soto, man. Soto, he performed, man. You deserve them, but what comes with that, man? Yes, all eyes is going to be on you when you take that bread, man. I'm sorry, I didn't make these rules up.
Hey, you could just look across a couple of sports. Ben Simmons,
another one.
Deshaun Watson.
Another one. I need that drop.
All that money, and they either can't they can't play, or they're hurt, suspended, whatever.
What's my other man? Albert Pujols. He got a bag. I mean, it's just countless of guys, man. You get this type of money, man. Yo,
you get that kind of money. All eyes are on you. All criticism is on.
Absolutely.
You.
I'm sorry. You could say it's not deserved. No. You're gonna get that heat, man. You're gonna get it.
Yeah, you better.
Everybody's looking at you.
300.
You are the box office. When you get that type of money, you box office. You're considered box office, and that's where the people want to come to see.
Yep, you're the face of the team.
You're on Broadway, man. I'm sorry, man. This is what happens. I don't want to hear that you can't handle the pressure, and Yo, you got 700 million ways to handle pressure, dog.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but go ahead, Ken.
I'm with you, D. Like, you getting 700 million, you better be batting over 300, have over 100, 125 RBIs, better have at least 30 home runs.
Yeah.
And not be a liability in the field.
Absolutely, man. And meanwhile, you got other cats that not getting nearly none of that type of money and trucking along and playing hard, doing what they're supposed to do. You know, the love for the game. Not saying that homie don't got it, but I'm just saying,
the Mets, after they are up 2-0, like you said, in the top of the second. Then they fly down to South Florida and face the Marlins. I should take in the game, man. I know there'll be plenty of seats available.
Plenty.
Tomorrow at 7. Yo, I really should, man.
Hey, why not?
Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, so yeah.
Pay more for parking than you will the ticket.
I don't have to play for parking, to be honest, man. But that's another thing. The Mets, man. Let me talk about Mr. Kyle Raleigh, man. Let me just bring about him, man. Yo, man, Mr. Thumper himself, Kyle Raleigh, he hit his 60th home run on Wednesday against the Colorado Rockies, making him the first Major League ball player since Aaron Judge, 2020, to reach that mark. It's the fourth player in AL history to hit 60 in a season. Importantly, he's the first to do it and not be a Yankee. Didn't know that either. Wow. Raleigh has shattered multiple franchise records and position records this year. He broke the single-season home run record by a primary catcher, 48 single-season RBI record by a switch hitter. Set Mariner single-season home run record, 56. Shattered Ken Griffey. He has some other things, and the thing that the Mariners clinched the AL West division with that win on yesterday too. Raleigh is the series MVP contender, with Aaron Judge still with being the competition. The Dubs, who's the MVP right now?
I think you would have to give it to Kyle Raleigh. I think he's played all year for the most. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if he's been out injured. I know Judge has been out injured, but even with that, Judge has been, Judge is Judge, man. And I think this kid, I don't know where he came from. I was just about to pull up his stat record, and it seemed like he just came out from nowhere this year. And as a catcher, catchers is going to get, when you're doing that type of work as a catcher, you get a lot of love, because that's a hard position to play and to do all that he's doing. So yeah, I think he's probably going to be.
I'm in agreement with you. I would say that, like you said, Judge has missed some time back here in August and July when he got hurt. Judge still managed to hit 50+ home runs.
Yeah, I mean,
which is phenomenal in his feet.
I mean,
I if I had a vote right now, I would give it to Raleigh. Yeah, Raleigh, and I definitely would give it to Mr. Scott. Yeah, I'm Yankee fan over here, man. But yeah, go Mariners. Yeah, the Yankees don't, man. I'll be pulling for the Mariners, man, because I like to see the Mariners win, man. They haven't been able to win it. Dan, any thoughts on Cal Raleigh or whatever?
100% he's the MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, just look what he did with that. Like, look where that team was probably last year and where they are now. Like, record-wise, like the impact that he's made on that team. Because not only is he making an impact, like we talked about with the home runs, switch hitting, and all the other stuff,
right? But
he's calling a ton of games, and calling good games and getting his pitchers in position to succeed. So, there's a lot to be said. Because, the only stat that I'll throw out that my Pirates have is when what's his name? Ooh. He just played last night. The catcher. You got Joey Bart, and then you got Henry Davis. When Skeens pitches and Davis is the catcher, his ERA is like sub 2. But when like Bart catches for anybody, like their earned run average is like 4 something. So there's something to be said for someone that's like, God bless him, Henry Davis. He's a good dude, but he's batting like 160.
Right.
So it's like having a pitcher hit almost. It's a guaranteed out when he comes up. Just about. One out of 10 times he's going to get a hit, but his impact on the pitching staff is the important thing. So for Raleigh to be able to play as many games as he has, and to help the pitching staff be successful, and then put up the numbers as an offensive player, he's been absolutely phenomenal. And the only question I got is, how many piss tests do you think this dude's taken this year?
Hey, yo, listen, because
you know what I'm saying?
From a certain era, it's always in the back of my mind, because again, his name has not been on my radar up until this year. He became the main catcher in late August, the primary catcher from the Mariners, and then it's like he surpassed Griffey's all-time home runs record, and it's like, yeah, Dan, I didn't want to poo-poo on him. I didn't want to, but the ones that know, those that know. If you come from that era, there's a lot of stuff going on back then, and
Well, it's just like a guy I guarantee the Vikings quarterback from last week probably had the note on his locker when he came in.
Where did he come from? Right. And then
you know what I'm saying?
Isaiah Rodgers. Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody had a good game. They got to be cheating. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it works now.
Sorry, man. I didn't do it, man. It's just.
Are you saying Brady Anderson?
Brady Anderson. Yeah, dog. You just don't go from 0 to 60, man. You just don't go from 15 homers, and then you just. Yeah, I got 60 today, guys.
What I don't know.
And I'm looking for the bag that's a research show, kid. That's a research.
Do you have a stats pull up real quick before I move on?
For
him.
Oh, Mr. Raleigh?
Yes.
Oh, you did say that, right?
Yeah, I did.
And I had him.
But getting back to that, to the whole playoff race. The Tigers, man, the biggest collapse ever. If they don't get it right, you know what I'm saying? 15.5 game lead. And I know you got, this is not like back in the days when, there's expanded playoffs. But man, that's psychologically, that's something huge, man. And AJ Hinge, shout out to him, the manager of the Tigers. He's just grasping for straws, man. I was listening to the broadcast the other night, watching the broadcast of the Tigers broadcast. Man, they sound somber, man. They just like, man, we don't know what else to do, man. We can't win nothing. I think that at the time they was losing 6 in a row before they lost their 7th in a row, and when the Guardians tied them on Tuesday night, and last night they beat them again to go 1 game up.
What was the stat line you was looking for? I'm sorry.
For Kyle Rock, man, you're 88. Man.
He's played 155 games.
Wow.
He has 580 at bats. He scored 109 runs, 144 hits, 23 doubles, 60 homers, 125 RBIs, been walked 95 times, struck out 180, stole 14, caught stealing 4, 248 batting average, on base percentage 361, slugging 598. And on base percentage is 959. He's looks like a career, like mid 30s home run hitter, like 30. He had 27, 30, and 34 prior to this year. So, and he had a 220 batting average last year, and he had 100 RBIs. So he upped his game a little bit,
a double bit.
Yeah.
Well, the home runs, yes. But he's only got 25 more RBIs.
Right.
He's batting 20 points higher, 28 points higher. So, you would hope in progression, that each year because he came into the league in 2001.
Yeah, 2021. Look at that.
So you want him to progress each year. So he's working towards that. So the next
47 games in 21, 22, 119, 145 and 23, 153 and 24.
That's a lot of games.
And 25.
Guys are doing a deep dive investigation here on Cal Raleigh. Make sure he's straight.
I'm just saying, brother. You can make it look. You can seesaw it out, man. You can make it look. Look. I don't know, man. This home runs always makes me wonder.
Well, we got bamboozled before. Well, not bamboozled. Well, that's what the people wanted, right?
It wasn't a problem.
No, it's just
when it brought baseball back to life.
It become a problem when you're trying to play me, when you're trying to say, "Oh, we didn't know nothing about it," and these guys. That's where the problem. Then now you're trying to clean stuff up, and
MLB becomes CIA.
Yeah, it's just don't lie, man. Don't lie to the people, man. Just tell us what you're doing.
Well, we don't know anything.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That covert operation.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we don't know nothing. We didn't know they was taking it. Yeah, stop.
Whatever.
Yeah, and then
it's just sitting in the locker where everybody can see when he's getting interviewed.
Right.
Oh man. Let me move on to DA's segment. DA's were not with us tonight, so I'm going to be chores and scores and yard work or game worth for college football this week. Whether you need to take a stroll out to Lowe's or Home Depot and do some yard work around the house, or
go to the casino and gamble.
Or maybe you need to lock in or whatever, man. So you got a couple games here. You got Florida State and Virginia. This is the tune-up, I guess, before Florida State and Miami collide the week after next.
Mm-hmm.
Number 22, Notre Dame. They're facing Arkansas. Georgia Tech. They're facing Wake Forest. Illinois, USC. Vandy against Utah State. Texas A&M, Auburn. Indiana, Iowa.
How about that kid for quarterback for Indiana? Mendoza.
Good point, Dan. Good point. That game's at 3:30 in Iowa. LSU and Ole Miss, all my SEC people, that comes on at 3:30. You may want to dial into that one. The Ohio State versus Washington, 3:30. Tennessee versus Mississippi State, that's at 4:15. Arizona and Iowa State. Then you got Alabama versus Georgia. You may want to wrap up those, that yard work.
Yeah.
And then Rush from Lowe's. That game's at 7:30 on ABC. So you maybe want to lock into that. And also, man, they Oregon and Penn State. So you might have the double box up. Dan was talking about that this weekend, or was the other weekend about the double box, man.
YouTube, I got 4 different college
football
quad
games box, man. Yeah.
Then I had 2 on the computer on each monitor.
So you might have to have the quad box up for Alabama versus Georgia. That's at 7:30, and then on NBC you got Oregon number 6 against Penn State number 3. Hey, shout out to all those that was in the comments this week that agreed with DA or didn't agree with DA. Some people are saying that what does it matter? Oregon is a prestigious. Well, DA's point was you guys haven't played anybody in the beginning. Go ahead, Dan. You wasn't here.
No, all I got to say about this is, being a PA boy, what growing up watching Penn State games, this dude cannot beat a ranked team. Like Franklin absolutely has to win this game at home because every time they play a ranked team, they get beat. So maybe Oregon hasn't played anybody, but I put my just me speaking here. I'd be putting my money on the Ducks.
Well, that's what DA's point was too. He said Oregon hasn't played anybody. Neither has Penn State. Penn State has had a couple of kitty cat tune-ups before this game.
Robert Morris or Duke Kane or somebody.
Hey, shout out to
Robert Morris or Philip Morris? The cigarette. He ain't play nobody but Philip Morris. I heard you, Dan. I was playing.
Oh, I know. But like Franklin, he's like 4-20.
Yeah, he's not very good at getting ranked opponents. But it matters.
And that Alabama Georgia game, I guess that's going to see, who's going to be the next Alabama coach. So, if that's DeBoer or whatever his name is, if that's your dude, you might want to watch that game.
Yeah.
It might be his last.
Might be his, yeah. College football, they got rid of my man up in UCLA. They fired him. What man, Oklahoma State, who's been there for 21 years.
Yeah, who said they don't fire coaches in the middle of the season?
Here's the crazy.
He's not even in the middle of the season. Yeah.
First quarter, B.
Here's the crazy part, though. The kid from Tennessee wanted more money. He poo-poos on Tennessee. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
UCLA.
Okay. And he looked terrible. The couple games I saw him play. So the quarterback that was at UCLA, where'd he go? Tennessee. You don't say.
Oh, they did a swap. They did a swap.
Yeah, that's right. They did a swap.
They're 3-1 on the year, but that kid is actually playing really well for Tennessee. So, when we talk about this NIL stuff and team hopping and the like, well, guess what? The grass isn't always greener on the other side, right?
No, sir.
So, he wanted more money, so I'm just going to leave and I'll go. And they ended up getting less to go to UCLA, I believe. But this Aguilar kid has been balling for him. Just pulling up his stats here. He's got almost 1,124 yards, 12 touchdowns, 176 QB rating. So he's doing all right. And they lost to Georgia, so they actually played a good team that they had a loss to.
Right.
But UAB and ETSU, really?
Man,
so,
I'll be so.
So we'll find out when they play who they got this week.
I'll be so happy when college football does away with this and let these guys play somebody so we could. It's continuous,
Well, that's coming because I think it was the ACC came out with like a 9-game conference schedule or something, and they're only playing 11. So, most teams play 11 or 12, something like that. But so that only gives you a couple cupcakes to throw in there.
Yeah, I mean,
the only bad part about that is it ruins a lot of these rivalry games. Like for the longest time, Pitt played Penn State every year. Yeah, and that kind of went to the wayside when they went to the Big Ten, and they started expanding.
I think
same thing with West Virginia.
I think they can figure out a way how to get some of those rivalry games in along just the rivalry game, but still be able to.
A lot of these coaches and programs are opting to play these other teams to get kind of warm ups or tune ups. You know what I mean? So they really don't want to play like this year when they had all these ranked teams playing each other the first game of the season. That never happens.
Right. That was
But which is very good.
It's good.
It's great. It's fantastic. You had great games.
Yeah. So as fans, like we are, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
but if you're the program or whatever, you're like, man, I'd really like to play,
a weaker team so we can see where we at.
Yeah, I want to play, underwater basket weaving university.
Yeah.
Or Independence High School, or you want to play some of these easier games so that you can build on
get a feel where you at.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but with these conferences getting so big, you're not going to have an option. You're going to have to my thing is if you got 20 teams in the conference, you better be playing 9 of them every year.
Exactly. If you want to be considered a top dog, or
well, like you got East and West, or however they break them up, but you got 10 in each side, right? So you should play the 9 other teams.
You should be playing
that are in that conference. So if you want to go bananas and make these conferences 22 24 teams, you know, to get your 11, 12 games in, they should all be against division opponents.
100%. Yeah, but I guess a little bit at a time.
For me, yeah, I totally agree.
What they went to 14 teams this year or 16? Was it? Forgot.
Which
I'm talking about for the playoffs. It's 14 this year.
I think it's 12.
Or
12 sounds
okay.
right. Because you have the
12,
four that got buys, and then you had the other 8 play each other.
I think they just changed. They changed how the seeding goes.
If you win a conference, it doesn't necessarily mean you get a.
Yeah, because that was the beef last year. Yeah, so yeah, that was the beef last year. Let me go on to the NFL real quick. Like I said, we'll talk about some of the games. I'll just go over some notable games. You got the Vikings. They'll be facing the Steelers. Steelers. You got the Commanders and Falcons. Notable games here. No, Titans and Texas. Nah. Panthers and Patriots. Where did VLAC go? VLAC, where'd you go, bro?
Man, because you know the team is trash, man. There's nothing to talk about. Panthers and who?
Panthers and the Patriots. Panthers travel up to Foxborough.
Yeah, I don't see them doing it again, man. I'm taking the Patriots on that one. Go ahead.
The Chargers and the Giants. You know, that's going to be looking. Jaxon Dart,
Jaxon,
man,
yeah, man. God bless.
Bye-week Chargers.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
But you never know. You know, you got to play the games, man. You never know.
Yep. Eagles and the Bucks. Both teams are 3-0. That should be a very good game. I wish they could have flexed that to like a 425 game, but that's a game
probably
in
the
Tampa.
Best game of the week, probably.
You got the Colts, the Red Hot Colts against the Rams. They travel to LA to place the Rams. You got the Jags 2-1 against the 49ers. Hey, real quick. Travis Hunter, real quick. D-Dubs.
It's only 3 weeks, but go ahead.
Should the Jaguars maybe just kind of like either pick one or the other?
Well, this has been my thing from the start. I mean, stop. Why are we entertaining this? Why are we entertaining this for?
Or are they trying to justify the pick? You know, because they gave up a lot to get him, to go climb up and go get him.
Well, if that was your man, that's what. You know, if this was your man, you should have already considered all of this stuff now. But man, just leave him at DB, and play the position, because to me he's too small, and I think we talked about this the other day. I think he's small, or either you're going to do that, he's going to be a slot receiver, put him in the slot. But I think you should pick something and go from there. As far as for Travis Hunter, because like I said, I don't want to say nothing. I don't like the games that I'm seeing him play, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till I get a sample size of what's going on with him, and go from there.
Gotcha. Ravens and Chiefs. Both teams are 1-2. Derrick Henry has this fumbling problem. Hopefully he can get rid of it. Yeah, I mean, he waits till he get late in his career. You know, Tiki Barber had it early in his career, and Tom
corrected it. Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, that performance, and I'm going to talk that performance the Ravens put on Monday night. I was like, man, what in the world, man? It's like this guy Lamar Jackson once again reverted back to the championship, the AFC Championship game when he played the Chiefs. Open lanes, and did not take advantage of it. Got sacked 7 times, which is I have never seen that man get sacked ever. Seven times. That's crazy. So
that's his MO though. Play a good team, a game that means something.
Yeah, again,
that's not just him. That's the team.
That's coaching. And it's a double. Everybody owns blame of that. Yes, I totally agree. And I think that goes back to this Harbaugh. John Harbaugh. Not is it John? I keep on getting confused. Jim.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be time to look at him, because I mean, you got an MVP quarterback. If this was anybody else, we would be saying, yo, he got to get up out of here. I think it's time to. It probably should have been time. It's time to look at him and say, "Yo, something needs to happen." But these two teams,
the Super Bowl don't hold them.
Yeah, for how long? 20 years? Yo, come on now, nah. I think, like again, we used to say, you won a Super Bowl, you got some grace, man. You usually get about 10 years. But now they implemented, oh, well, you won a Super Bowl and you could get us into the playoffs 5 out of the 5 times, but we're still not making we're not making a Super Bowl. But as long as you keep on making the playoffs, you're good. Nah.
Well, I have a different stance on this.
Okay.
Because stability is key.
It is
to winning franchises. And if you look, at my team, 3 coaches since 1970. What's that mean? Yeah. Do we have a winning record every year? Yeah. Do we get in the playoffs? Yeah. Do we lose first game we play? Yeah. But
sound like Usher. Yeah.
What? But you got like that stability. Like maybe you need to, fiddle around with some of the coaching, like the coaches below him, offense, defense, per se. Because like right now, I want to know what my DC is doing because we look like absolute terrible for the players that we have on paper.
Oh, it's not the OC. It's not the
OC. They got rid of that problem.
Matt Canada. No.
Yeah.
You go crazy on her,
that's
boy.
what I'm saying. Like, this with Baltimore, this seems to be a common theme that when they play good teams or playoff teams or playoff games that mean stuff, they always seem to lay an egg.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way they lost to Buffalo, that should never happen. And then Henry fumbling a bunch of times, like that's not supposed to happen.
Henry fumbling. This guy not taking what you see. I mean, you in baseball, see the ball, hit the ball. This guy, you're not taking what you see, and I don't understand that. And that's why I say, okay, hey, coach, are you saying, hey, you got XYZ? Or I mean, I don't know. I don't understand the Ravens, and you're right. It just seems like against big time opponents, big time games against big time teams, we have a problem. So I don't know. There's something they got to fix. Should be a decent game this weekend.
Decent game. Let me go down the Bears and the Raiders, Packers, the Cowboys, game. Michael Parsons returns back to the Dallas Cowboys, I guess, to make a point. And then you got the Jets and the Dolphins on Monday night. You got 2 Monday night games again. Man,
that's a Thursday night game.
Yeah, they must have got it mixed up, man. Monday, this is the game's down in the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. And then you got the Bengals and Broncos starting at 8:15 on Monday night football. So the Bengals are 2-1, surprisingly. Well, they got their clock rung last weekend against the Vikings, and the Broncos are 1-2. So that's that. Ryan's not here. I thought he was going to be here to give us the NBA, but probably couldn't make it tonight. So shout out to Ryan.
Well, NBA all over media day has been going on. So they're getting into there. They start their season. What do you call that? Spring, not spring.
Preseason games.
Preseason games. I believe next week. So
shout out to Zion. Zion lost some weight.
Zion Williams lost a lot of weight and looked pretty good.
Jeff Teague poo-pooed on him. He said, "Man, you supposed to be in shape." I said, "Dang."
Your man Emmanuel Ocho said he's on Ozempic. I said, "Damn, Ocho, man, yo." I'm like, damn, man, he's on Ozempic. Y'all motherfuckers. Wow.
Ozempic.
Damn.
I thought it Ozempic. You made me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, Ryan's supposed to be here for the WNBA, but he's not here.
I have a question on that.
Go ahead.
What is everybody's thought on the Liberty firing Brondello?
I was just about to say that, Dan. You read my mind.
I I couldn't. I heard it and I was like,
why? She just won title.
Just got a title. You just got bounced, but you got bounced because you got a lot of players that's injured.
So right. So your point, right? Jim was it Jim Harbaugh, right?
Yeah.
Not Jim. John Harbaugh. He hasn't won a Super Bowl in forever. Or Jim, which one who coaches the Ravens, right? I get him.
We have to say Harbaugh coaches the Ravens.
Yeah,
Harbaugh,
the one. Yeah.
Right? He's still. You just said it. He's still living off of that Super Bowl, right? And Sandy Brondello, who
got bounced out this week.
They just won a thing this week. I guess whatever. Ryan explained it in the text. Because I asked, I genuinely want to know. I was like, what? And his explanation, and hopefully he'll do something this weekend with that. Basically explaining that there was some issues before. Last year's championship bought her a year, I guess, and then didn't work out. So damn, she had to win back to back.
Bro, this is a tough. Coaching is a tough business, man. That's one business. I would not want nothing a part of it. But go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say I don't care who they get. I don't think they're going to be as good as what she was or what they had, because Jonquel Jones was hurt a lot this year. Stewie played in the playoffs hurt with a MCL strain.
There's injuries all over the place.
And then Enescu was out, and it's like, yeah, they made the playoffs, and they got bounced in the first round or whatever. But at the end of the day, you just won the championship the year before, and now you're going to bring in somebody new, completely different. And like, I don't know if you saw the post-game presser that they had for the Liberty when they lost that series, and some reporter asked about, what do you think about the possibility of her being let go? And Stewart was like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? And now here, a couple days later, a week later, it comes to fruition.
Boom, boom.
She's out. And it just, to me, it makes no sense. Like, you look at Cheryl Reeves, she's been with the Lynx since, 2010, I think, but they consistently make the playoffs. Like, people don't understand in all these professional sports, even though they only have 13 teams in that league, the absolute possibility of you winning back-to-back or multiple years in a row are slim. It doesn't matter what sport you're in. So what Florida did and what Tampa Bay did in hockey, or I think prior to that, the Penguins were the last one, or the Blackhawks, one of the two. But it doesn't happen like that. Like, same with we talked about the Steelers. They have a winning season every year, but they make the playoffs every year. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why do you want to upset the apple cart? Because you're not going to win every year. You might not make the playoffs here and there. With the injuries bug that they had going on this year.
Right.
They started out good, and they kind of rode that the rest of the year to get into the playoffs. But to me, it makes absolutely no sense. There had to have been a personality conflict between her and the owner or the GM or whatever, that they just wanted her gone. Because like some of the GM said, we had to get out in front of this. Get out in front of what? She just won you a championship the year before.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the first. I'll say it like this. This happened, like you said, this happens throughout Major League Sports. Just to give you a few, where you want to start at basketball? Let's remember Mike Malone fired by the Denver Nuggets 2025, just 2 seasons after winning the championship in 2023.
Good point.
Mike Budenholzer dismissed by the Milwaukee Bucks in 2023, 2 years after winning the championship in 2021. Frank Vogel fired by the Los Angeles Lakers in 2022, just 2 seasons after 2020. And Nick Nurse fired by Toronto 2023 after his 2019 win. Tyronn Lue fired by the Cleveland Cavaliers early in the 2018-2019 season, about 2.5 years after winning the championship in 2016. Like I said, this happens.
I get that. But my question is how did those teams fare after they fired that person? Did they improve or did they get worse? That would be the telling factor.
Telling factor. Let me see.
Like whether or not stability means anything. Because if it, because what was what's his name? The Malone dude. He had player conflict, didn't he?
Yeah, player conflict. Well, yeah, it was player conflict.
They were having issues with the players and him.
Well, let you tell me this. It's an NHL. Craig Berube, is that how you say his name? Berube won the Stanley Cup with the St. Louis Blues in 2019, but was fired during the 2023-2024 season. So did they get better or St. Louis?
They got progressively worse.
I'm just throwing it out there. So
yeah,
good point. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, only time will tell. Whoever they bring in.
What up, cuz?
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and that's kind of the thing. Like if you're doing it, because there's conflict or issues with management, coaches, or players, coaches, whatever. I get that,
right?
But that the coach and players does not seem like an issue.
Correct.
So it's either management or some other reason.
Kind of weird and shocking to me. So I don't know.
I got something for you. So this is from the New York Post, and then we're going to get out of here. Jonathan Cole from the New York Post. And he says, everybody remembers the euphoria of the Liberty's first WNBA title under Sandy Brondello. So the decision to part ways just a year later raises big questions. What made an organization decide the time for change has come, even at this peak today? We'll take a couple of look at some things. So the New York Liberty said the decision not to renew Brondello's contract was proactive, not punitive. Oh boy, there go that word again. Indicating the move was about future vision, not just reaction to 2025's outcome. Brondello led the Liberty to their first WNBA championship in 2024 and became the winningest coach in franchise history, 107-53. The 2025 season began strong, 9-0 start, like Dan said, but injuries and inconsistency derailed the momentum. The team finished 27-17, then was eliminated in the first round by the Phoenix Mercury. Includes conservative bench person in New York, and being outcoached in critical moments. Despite strong player support, particularly from stars like Breanna Stewart, Kolb said the team was facing a fork in the road moment. Stay with proven systems or evolve for sustained excellence. Kolb also flagged that incoming coaching candidate might come from outside the WNBA, somebody with NBA experience, citing the league's shift towards modern, versatile basketball philosophies. The Liberty are banking on strong organizational infrastructures, ownership support, and advanced front office, and a new 75,000 square foot practice facility in Brooklyn. And yada 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 yada. Kobe emphasized that this was not a result-based decision in the narrow sense. It was not about not winning or winning. It's about how we position ourselves to be at the top of the league in a sustainable way. That's just cold word for I didn't get along with her views on how we want to win this, go about winning, and so we didn't renew her contract. We didn't agree.
Sure sounded punitive to me when you say she was outcoached.
Correct. Shout out to Scott, man. Thank you, Scott, for chiming in. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to
but just real quick, I know we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Just want to, give the update. So the Lynx won game one. Mercury came back yesterday. Was it Tuesday? And beat the Lynx. So that series is 1-1. They play Friday. Fever blew out the Aces in game one by 16. And then game two, the Fever lost to the Aces. So that series is also 1-1. And they also play Friday. So both series are the best of five. So the home teams don't have the home court advantage at the moment because both of these teams that are the Fever and Phoenix get the next two at home so they can end that series at home. So both the Lynx and the Aces need to bring their A game and at least steal one to get that back even. Get that home court advantage back.
Got it.
Gotcha. All right, cool. That's Dan with the WNBA. Appreciate that, brother.
I just figured we'd give an update.
Gotcha. Part shots, we get out here. We're a little bit over our time, but thank you so much. D-Dubs, what you got for us?
No, man. Glad to be here. Miss the fellas. Shout out to the chat. Mike B, my man. I'm looking for that Tampa Bay hat. Man, Scott, appreciate you guys in the chat. And we'll see y'all next week, man. See you Monday for the Monday Night Blitz, man. But everybody have a good weekend.
Dan, what you got for us, sir?
I'm just looking for the graphic of the football poll.
Oh, here you go.
I need to get measured for my belt.
This guy.
But no, great show. Shout out to Mikey, Eric, Ryan, and missed you guys. But everybody be safe, take care, be good to one another.
Be good to one another. I'm gonna give Dan his wish. There you go, Dan. Dan's leading the pool. Mike Mills is second. Eric is third. D-Dubs is fourth. DA is fifth. Ryan is sixth. Big Scott is seventh. I'm tied for seventh. There you go, Dan. You happy?
Dan really thinks he's gonna run away with this.
I don't know, man. I just had good luck the last 2 years.
Got you, man. Listen, I don't have nothing pressing. Thank you for all those that joined us tonight. Thank you for those in the chat. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
hey, we're out here. Enjoy football tonight, man. So listen, missed the guys tonight for the Angry One and DA and Ryan. We miss you guys. Appreciate you guys. And Eric, I did say the Angry One, right, man? So listen, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin Warren, for Daryl D-Dubs Warren, for Dan K, the hockey dude. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Be good, be great, be good to one another, man. Hey, we'll see you Monday night. Enjoy your sports weekend. As we say, farewell. No, not farewell. See you later. Peace.
Yeah, man. Farewell.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.